MitKat Advisory Services is a leading Asian risk consultancy firm based out of India and Singapore. This journey started off as an entrepreneurial venture by two bright minds, Colonel Samrendra Kumar and Lieutenant Commander Pawan Desai, who are now among the country's leading security experts. In a time when the risk and security industry in India was dominated by multiple international organizations, the dream was to establish a competitive Indian player with an extensive reach to local geographies.
The year was 2010. We had been through the global financial crisis and 26/11. Geopolitical, security, and integrity risks were on the rise. Back then, risk consulting was the preserve of global companies with limited understanding of India or Asia per se. It was our desire and vision to see security and risk from a pragmatic, indigenous, and hands-on perspective that the idea of MitKat germinated. Mitigating knowledge-based threats merited a business-focused, tech-enabled, predictive, intelligence-led, and cost-conscious approach, and military precision in planning and execution. Ethics and culture would be our founding pillars. MitKat would be the trusted risk partner, where our customer would not only be the king or queen, but family.
MitKat's first office was opened in Mumbai with a vision to create a world-renowned Indian risk consulting business. In 2011, the small team executed large assignments with an oil and gas major, and they now forged ahead and eventually gained entry to a number of Fortune 500 companies. We expanded our footprint to North India with an office in Gurugram. Our first edition of the India Risk Review set the precedent for the launch of many such reports at important security forums across the country. As MitKat grew in stature, we started collaborating as knowledge partners at various established security events in India and abroad. MitKat's leadership was further strengthened when stalwarts such as Lieutenant General Sudhir Sharma, former Chief of Logistics in the Indian Army, joined as the chairman, and Maroof Razak, a celebrity strategic affairs expert, as vice chairman. The defining change in trajectory was our breakthrough into the corporate threat intelligence domain with a new business vertical that we now call Information Services, under the leadership of Colonel Sushil Pradhan, who is the current COO.
You have time and again proved your worth and gained professional recognitions and customers' preference. Your professional support helped me effectively discharge my responsibilities as a corporate security head and give the much required confidence to the internal businesses at Siemens Limited till I superannuated 2 years ago. Thank you for being very flexible in your approach and always sensitive to our security needs.
We were soon assisting the various oil and gas and global BFSI majors with standardizing their safety and security processes.
After navigating the early formative years, MitKat grew steadily, winning the trust and favor of many organizations. As the information age unfolded, it was time to scale new heights and go global to service the aspirations of a large portfolio of discerning international clients. We first set up office in Singapore, which was central to our regional aspirations. We also ventured to war-torn Iraq, where at great personal risk and sacrifice, we carried out our mandate very competently. We also carried out some challenging assignments in Africa, Myanmar, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. By now, we had a good understanding of the regional landscape. As we go forward, we intend to cover ASEAN and the Indo-Pacific region, and thence move to Europe and Americas to set up offices to become a truly global risk consultancy.
As the team grew larger and stronger, MitKat expanded into difficult geographies of the Red Corridor, Jammu and Kashmir, and the Northeast.
Hello Team MitKat, Ian here from Black & Veatch. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you guys in places like Bangladesh, India, and on occasion in the UK.
By 2013, we had begun spreading our wings, conducting assignments in security support, coordinating demining operations, and setting up local security networks for global oil and gas clients in Iraq, and setting up an overseas command center in Zambia. As our international presence grew, we started carrying out executive protection assignments across India and Bangladesh, often partnering with international security risk counterparts. Simultaneously, we became known for our training prowess in emergency response, crisis simulation, fire safety, and executive protection.
Dear Team MitKat, as a customer of the Risk Advisory Services, I would like to note that you're very professional, timely, and incisive.
Dr. Prem Chand, former CIO of Tech Mahindra, joined us as Executive Vice Chairman in 2014. We were by now conducting fire safety audits for hundreds of bank branches and security risk assessments across the country, and conducting business resilience exercises for various industries. A landmark project which catapulted us into the next league was a country-wide risk mapping on multiple parameters for every single district of India, which no other consultancy had explored so far. We marked our competence in crisis intervention during the shootout at Holy Artisan Bakery in Bangladesh in 2013, and then later on during terrorist threats in Arunachal Pradesh, the Nepal earthquakes in 2015, and post the Sri Lanka Easter Sunday attacks in 2019. With a spurt in crimes against working women, their safety became a growing concern for organizations. What resulted was MitKat's highly curated Women's Safety Awareness and Self-Defense Training Program, customized pan-India for local flavor. The US State Department's Overseas Advisory Council report on women's safety in India has highly recommended MitKat's program.
As the requirement for our women's safety training grew, our client base expanded to over 70 top organizations. We have been conducting these trainings pan-India in over 30 cities. Every training that we conduct is customized city-wise, taking into consideration the challenges faced by the women locally as well as the demographics of the group. Very often, the trainings are conducted in the local language as well. We are proud to say that a team of experienced and committed women trainers have empowered over 150,000 women across corporate India.
After 5 years in risk consultancy, we began working more in the SAARC region and also generating a major part of revenue through embedded security leadership. MitKat made leaps and bounds in the security consulting industry and positioned itself at the top of the pyramid as a team of thought leaders. Our seniors were invited to speak at various international forums in New York, San Francisco, Macau, Jakarta, Taiwan, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, London, Colombo, Kathmandu, Brussels, Ho Chi Minh City, Zurich, Barcelona, Dubai, and Sharjah.
Heartiest congratulations to MitKat for the 10 phenomenal years. A company like yours is born when passion becomes alive and is delivered with the acumen, sincerity, and integrity that no one can replicate. You are doing a tremendous job in your new avatar, not only in India, but also in Singapore and across Asia. Extremely proud of your accomplishments and the reputation you have earned in such a short span of time. Wishing you unparalleled success in the years to come.
In 2017, we envisioned and designed a security command center for a global conglomerate and then went on to various government, defense, and other critical infrastructure projects. We also provided liaison for a British Army training team in Comilla, Bangladesh. Our span of expertise now encompassed projects related to ports and factories, to data centers in countries as diverse as Japan, China, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and Nigeria.
I have been privileged to be part of this entire ecosystem, this entire, like I call them, this flock of geese where they adopted an ugly duckling like me who came from an absolutely different, diverse background.
MitKat's extensive knowledge of various local geographies enabled high levels of customization and reliability for corporate intelligence in India and APAC for our multinational clients. Thus, information services saw a boom in 2018.
Risk intelligence and information. Everybody wanted it. It had to be hyper-local and actionable. Corporate security professionals, business resiliency managers, and business owners, all of them wanted intelligence. So we set up the finest team in India to provide it. From a small start, it has now grown to become our defining service, and global players want to join hands with us. Throw in technology, artificial intelligence, and mobile applications, we have it all on one platform.
MitKat goes digital. To stay ahead of the curve and to provide more and more customized and real-time support, we invested heavily in technology. Our AI-assisted risk monitoring engine, platform-based risk assessment tools, mobile apps, and the Information Services Risk Portal brought us up to speed with the digital world.
AI-driven technology platforms are becoming central to the delivery of contemporary advisory services. Our own information services platform has emerged as a market leader. At MitKat, we are quite agile to these global developments and are building our own world-class enterprise management platform. And we would perhaps be the select few in the Indian advisory services player to own our own technology platform and build our own IP.
People are the core of our company. The secret behind our ability to adapt and deliver to every challenge stems from enjoying the companionship at work and after work.
In last 10 years, we have built huge bonds of trust with our customers, with our partners, with our community, and more importantly, with our colleagues. And that is our biggest strength. Whatever we do wholeheartedly and with great deal of passion. Customer centricity has always been our central theme. Revenue and growth has been the byproduct. In fact, I always like to say, whosoever joins us, that be here because you want to be, not because you have to be. And that makes all the difference. I am very confident about this journey. It is going to be very exciting. I am very proud of each one of you who were and are part of this journey. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.